Coming in, you know what that means. It's Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Here we go. Hey, everybody, it's Maria from What's the Story with Maria. How's it going? Okay, so welcome to our show. We are so glad you're here. It is April 23rd, 2019. It's Tuesday, so it must be What's the Story with Maria. Now, I want to let you guys know, I have a little disclaimer. Both my guests are on their way. They both had super busy days today, and they are both on their way. So Yuval David is a couple of blocks away. He'll probably get here first. And then Erin Cherry is on her way. She's teaching. So I want to just welcome our guests so far. Ed Kutu from Blade Salon is joined us. Rena Crugnali, everybody's flying in. Rena Crugnali from Massachusetts has joined us. Leo Rodriguez has joined us. By the way, did everybody see Leo's promo that he made of the show? Incredible. Leo, you have outdone yourself. Richard Skipper has joined us. Annette Zito has joined us. Hi, Annette. Brendan Ryan has joined us. Hi, Captain. How are you? Kyle de Blasio has joined us. And Bill Goffey has joined us so far. Colleen Powers has joined us. Hi, Colleen Powers. Okay, so I am, both guests are on their way. So as soon as they get here, we're going to start the interviews. But I will tell you, the reason that I put these guests together is because they are both actors and they are both socially conscious people. I can't say enough about how alike they are in that way. So they're both actors. They're both producers. They both have their own shows and video blogs, and they're people that get involved with what's happening. And so as soon as they get here, I'll let you know about that. So we want to also let you know that you can watch us right here on Facebook live every Tuesday night, and you can listen to us live. Let's say that you are not near Facebook, but you're near a computer. Maybe you're at work and you can't go to Facebook, and you want to listen to us live. armeddigitalmedia.com, armedradioglobal.com. Those are the two ways that you can listen to us. After our show, it goes into podcast at spotify.com, iheartradio.com, and also on Spreaker. Those are our podcasts. Now, this is episode 93. So that means that there are 92 episodes before that. So please feel free when you're listening to podcasts to go back, whatever you listen to, Spotify or iHeartRadio or Spreaker, and type in What's the Story with Maria. I know Spotify goes all the way back to the beginning of our show. I think, and Spreaker. iHeartRadio, I believe, goes back to like episode 52 or something. So one of my guests has arrived, and he is stunning. We're already live, Yuval.
We're already live.
Oh my goodness. And this is Rizzo. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Wait,
so this is Rizzo, my dog. She is my co-host. Sometimes she's here. Here, sit here, my love. Sit right here. I know.
Oh, here.
Because Erin's going to join us too, so you're going to be right there. Thank you for
Hi.
This is a true New York moment. Oh, she likes you. Come here, Rizzo. Come, let's let Yuval take a
Now
break.
I got a kiss from Rizzo, and I got a kiss from you. But
what do you have? What did you bring me?
I would never come empty-handed.
Well, thank you. I mean, you don't
should
have
open
to.
it. It's a gift
All
for
right,
you.
all right.
I mean,
Let's see.
It's weird
I'm going
for
to put
me
Rizzo
open
down.
Yeah, Rizzo, I know.
So I know you're going to tell me why you are running around today, because you're doing so many things. Here, I have water for you.
Oh, I could use some water.
Yep, there you go.
You're
hydrating.
Oh wow! Now
Isn't he cute as a button? Oh my God!
I don't know. This hair is.
Wait
really
till you
mess.
see all the links. I sent Leo Rodriguez. He is our accidental intern.
Leo Rodriguez.
Yes, I sent him all the links that you sent me and Steven sent me. So he's going to post them. But I also tagged a lot of them. What might this be?
Come on!
How did you know that I love chocolate?
How could you not love chocolate?
And look at these things. Oh my God! Look what you've all brought me. Mm-hmm. They are delicious Easter eggs.
Les petites.
Say it.
Les petites souris.
Oh my God.
Au caramel très, très, très tendre, au chocolat noir, et on l'a.
Oh, that is so sexy.
Just because you're Italian doesn't mean I can't bring in some
No,
French.
Can I tell you something?
Wait, I'm going to grab a napkin. I'm schwitzy. Look
Are
at
you
this.
schwitzy?
I've been running
all right,
all day.
Here, sweetheart. Here.
De-schwitzification.
Take a minute. Don't worry about it. Listen, people are glowing. People are glowing. You are glowing.
Really?
This is a New York moment. We start the show. Yuval is on his way because he's coming from another engagement.
Yes.
Erin is on her way because she was teaching, so she
Wonderful.
should be here soon. Now,
Beautiful.
let's start off with tell me what you were doing today. This
Oh
is
my
a true
gosh.
New York interview. So
wow. Well, first of all,
I know.
you know,
Come here.
so
Usually,
you want so much attention.
well, you know
You're
what it is. If you come,
just like my
if you were here a
husband's.
tiny bit earlier, then she would have like gotten used to you. But now she's
I
like,
know.
"Oh, who is this guy?"
I actually hate being late.
No, that's all right. It's
It's-
a New York moment. Tell me about it.
Oh gosh, what can I tell you about today?
Today, just
It's-
today. Here's a typical day in the life of Yuval David.
3 production meetings, a press interview. Still managed to make it to CrossFit because you know.
Now that is
Body by
dedication.
CrossFit.
Wow,
Or
that was sexy
trying.
the way you did that.
Well, I don't know, trying. I'm learning, right? I get kisses. I do CrossFit so I can get kisses. No, I actually happen to be married, so I'll get kisses.
Yeah,
even
you'll
if I
get
don't do
kisses even
CrossFit.
if you don't do.
So I produce nearly a dozen web series. I'm pitching them out to networks. I have follow-up meetings from them. I'm writing the sequel to a short film that I wrote and directed, co-wrote and directed, that's been winning awards.
Tell me about that. So let's.
So first of all, you can see.
I mean, you
all
have
of
so
this
much stuff. I
amazing
was looking
content.
at your bio. I mean, I love all your stuff anyway. But I was
Well, I
looking at
love
your
all
bio.
of your stuff.
Well, thank you. That's why we get along because
That's
we
right.
appreciate each other, and I think
I
that
have
that's the key.
loved this woman since
Since you were a puppy, and I've loved you since you were a little baby.
wow.
I mean,
since
old enough to-
2002, I
Right,
came
so-
to New York, did a very short-lived Broadway show, like very short-lived, and met you at the Duplex.
Right. And we've been friends
Maria
ever since.
made me cry by singing.
What was it, Yuval?
La-
What was
La-
it?
Landslide? Is it? the
Oh,
name
you
of the
love
song?
Landslide. You love.
Well, I love you singing
All right,
Landslide.
well, thank
I
you,
love
honey.
you anyway, and I love the song.
And
but-
I love you.
well, good.
You see, we get along great.
Oh, and then just fell in love. You made New York very approachable and Hamish to me. Do you know what
What's Hamish means? Tell me. That's a beautiful word.
Hamish. Now say
Well,
it
it's
with a
not-
little bit more inflection. Hamish.
Hamish, is that a
Hamish.
Yiddish word?
It is.
I
It
love
means-
Yiddish
it means
words.
homey.
Oh.
Haim means home.
Now, since we are on the Yiddish, I
Ja, ich
looked at
liebe
your.
Red
I mean, I know you're
Yiddish.
Jewish, of course, because I also, I follow you, and I know that you do all these amazing things with involved with Israel.
Mhm.
But I was watching a lot of your stuff, and you really is another reason why I put you and Erin together because
Oh,
you're
cool.
both very, very socially conscious people,
Mhm.
and I love that. And I was looking at. I have to read what I just wrote this down from your bio that I
Oh, wonderful.
loved. Yeah, it's just.
You're welcome to eat some of the chocolate.
Oh
I
no,
gave you.
that's later. That's later. I have
You
to.
think she's
I
gonna
reward
regift it?
myself.
Are you gonna regift
No,
it?
I'm not. What are you kidding
That's
me?
some good chocolate.
I don't re-gift chocolate.
Just
That's
checking.
ridiculous. I eat everything.
Good.
All right. So you said art is a reflection of society.
It is.
I love that. And then then it said that with you, it's a master class and using art as a fundamental agent for social change. That's
Wow,
what it says about you.
Thank you.
Somebody
I-
wrote that.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
watching you now, so I love all that about you.
But it's
But
and back to one of the reasons why we love each other is because that's about you as well. When you get up there and sing a song, you're reflecting yourself, you're reflecting the communities that you're part of, but you bring everybody in.
well, I
to
don't
the
know
way
any
you
other
are.
way. I mean, that's
Exactly.
just like the way that my family is,
Mhm.
and the way that. I mean, I think that isn't that the best feel? Isn't that why we're performers in the first place?
Absolutely.
Because we want to connect with other human beings on that level that is so amazing, and the fact that we have the opportunity to do that.
See, you're answering the question yourself because it makes sense to you. Art is a reflection of society. When we create our art, we
Hold on one second.
yeah.
How we doing, Jimmy? Can you hear us?
You're gonna either talk up or get the mic closer.
Okay,
Ah.
so we can raise our voices. We're
All right.
both.
yeah, I can
We're
definitely
both
raise my
actors. Yeah.
yeah, but now I see a microphone and I get
know.
into my voiceover voice.
No, just
no,
be
I know,
you.
I know. So
But
art
then
as a
I want to talk about your voices because you do so many accents. I could not believe I was watching your reel. I could not believe how many accents
Well,
you do.
We'll get to that in a
Okay,
moment. I just
but
want to
let's
mention
keep
this.
going.
Art as a reflection of society. Art represents society. When historians look back at cultures and civilizations,
Absolutely.
we
I
have
know where you're going.
archaeologists who can go into archaeological digs, and we will look at the art that these people created to understand who these people are. We will look at the
Right.
hieroglyphics. We will look at the paintings on vases. We will look at any form of art, sculpture, anything we can understand. And then since the dawning of being able to record art,
Yep.
photograph it, to film it,
Right.
to
record
read it, we're now able to see how plays and poetry and film
And you just said, you know, when you mentioned plays, like I think about even before there was film and even before there was photography and anything like that, there were plays
Mhm.
that people could share with each other from town to town, country to country, and spread all over the world. And books that people could read and be influenced about other nations. And you know, like people they didn't have televisions or radio or
but they understood the concept of the narrative. They understood
right,
the concept of the story.
storytelling.
That's been around since
But
cave people
right.
would gather around a fire and tell stories to explain that big question: why is this, why
Right.
is that? And that's what we do as artists, as performers. We share a narrative, we share a story through our creativity in order to use that as a vehicle to tap into people's hearts and to tap into people's minds. So, for example, when you sing your music, when you perform, sometimes you'll do stuff that you create yourself, but
Mhm.
sometimes you'll take a song that was written and is known to be performed by somebody else, but you make it your own. So I mentioned Landslide. Of all the singers I've heard here sing this one song, you're the one who repeatedly would get me at this bar sobbing
Oh,
because
you're so
I
sweet.
I felt the story and I resonated with you. So you tell a story.
Well, you know what? It's fun. Here's what I'm gonna, you're the same way as a performer. This is how I feel. First of all, if you're gonna put your name on something, put your name on it. I mean, it's your signature, so
Right.
put your heart in it. But what I feel about like singing and acting and performing anything is I almost feel like we are vessels.
I love that he said the word vessel.
I love
It's like
true.
part of this new concept
Oh, really?
that I'm trying to discover. You know, what am I? So I have this brand statement, and I recommend that everybody has a brand statement. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything, right? So
right.
what is that you do? So mine became, I am an actor, host, and social journalist who aims
love
to
that.
entertain, uplift, and inspire.
Beautiful. I read that and I loved it. And it's not phony. You know, sometimes you read people's websites and you're like, oh my God, this person is definitely not this.
If you ever have that moment with my
No,
stuff, tell
no,
me. You better
no.
like call me
You-
and say, yo.
When I
Fix it.
read it, I said that's exactly who he is. But that is who you are.
But it's a vessel.
I believe that as performers. I mean, this is my belief. You and I happen to share the same belief, and I love that. Is that we are vessels. We're vessels for. It's like being wind chimes, and the wind comes through you. And so, like for instance, when I do a song, I feel like I am a vessel, and I know my feelings about that song. So now I have just the universe is sending me all this energy with this song, and the piano player, they're always amazing. These
Yeah.
musicians that we work with,
Yeah.
they are putting their love into something. So, you know, I have to pull it through my body, and what comes through there is the sound that, you know, that's what it is. As a vessel, I'm choosing to pull the arrangement, my intention, and how I feel about the song, and also the audience. Like if you come in and you ask for Landslide, I know how much you love that song. I'm flattered, but I also love it. So I'm also singing it for you. So it's like I mean, I know we're getting so, but that's the way we
That's
think.
what we are. That's what we are.
And
It's
you know,
good.
if you're there, great. If you're not, maybe you will be. But you know, I mean, our audience is amazing. So that's how I feel, you know, and that's why actors, good actors really, really move me. Dancers blow my
yeah.
mind if I see, because I don't do that. But like a dance piece, any kind of art.
See, but you think you mentioned. So I love the concept of vessel, but audience. An audience isn't a passive thing. An
No.
audience is very active. You sense their energy. We know it from theater.
Absolutely.
We know it from music. We know it from dance. But now that so much of my creativity is expressed through film and television and voiceovers,
Right.
I still think about the audience. I think, how am I affecting, or how might I affect this person. And I think, well, who's going to absorb this content? Who's going to watch this film? Who's going to listen to this voiceover recording? Who's going to watch this television show or documentary? And I think
That's
about
amazing.
that shared energy.
That's great. That is great. And I think that is part of why what you do comes through, I mean, it's like, I love watching you. I would actually, some of the stuff I was watching you real scared me because you're such a sweet guy, but some of your characters were very intense.
Yeah,
and I was
love
like,
it.
Whoa!
I love it.
Like, how did he get there? Because you're like a dog
don't you
face.
think that wait,
You
I
are.
cut you off during a compliment. No, keep going, keep
No,
going.
but you are.
Don't
You're so
stop.
sweet, but some of these characters, and then
That's
I
it?
really want
Sweet
to.
and doll face is all I get.
Well, you're a beautiful guy, but some of
good.
these
Even though I'm
characters
all
are
sweaty.
really intense and scary and threatening.
Yeah.
So I was like, Yuval.
Well, here's something that I described about that. I've been gifted to play a bunch of villains lately.
Yeah,
And
you
I
have.
think that the best people, I don't know if that's a big statement, but you know what, I'll just go with it. The people who are the most good at heart understand evil the most, understand the opposite the most. And it doesn't mean that it's in them or within them, but you understand the negativity. So to combat it, you're positive. You understand what it means to be bad.
You've been on the other end of it.
So you are good because of that, and because you also understand goodness and positivity. So you try to enrich it. But my understanding of how important it is to be good and to be charming and sweet and uplifting and entertaining and make people feel better about themselves, it's also because I've seen the exact opposite.
Wow.
So I use that
it was
when I
really
play my
intense.
villains.
Now, another thing that I want to talk about, because I was
I'll talk
blowing
about
my
anything you
mind.
wanna
I
talk
know,
about.
I love it. Is that you do so many voices. Like I couldn't believe how many accents, these acting roles you had. The French, like you just did it, but the French accent was there. There was a Russian accent in there. Yeah. What are some of the other ones that you had? I mean,
I can do just about every accent a human being can
I
use.
couldn't believe how many there were. So do you, when you go on an audition, are you submitted because of your accent?
Yes.
Okay. So
I'd
that's one of the
say-
things that stands out.
For most of my professional career, I've mostly gone out for foreign roles. So
Really?
anything a guy who looks like me could be, even though I'm so schwitzy. I need to, why do I have to look at myself here?
Well, you don't have to, but you look beautiful. Don't worry about it. You see, I set some nice, let's take a second for 1 second, because I want to see where our audience is at. And then remember,
Wait, somebody mentioned CrossFit.
See what I mean?
Scroll down.
Now,
Where is that?
Now, also, Leo is going to post all of your.
CrossFit. Annette
does CrossFit too.
Annette Zito.
Yeah.
Zito.
Annette Zito. Chris Shapiro has joined us. Peg Gallagher, Kenny Holcomb has joined us.
You know why?
Sharon Barnett,
I need
Joyce
to post this
Savino.
on my
Joyce. Yeah, you
Joyce.
can share it to your. Oh, you can share it at the end. Don't worry about it.
No, I'll share it now.
After it doesn't matter. It's fine. All of it.
I already I had you live. Look.
You
wait, hold on.
do?
Well, I had you from a moment ago.
Oh, I love
See,
that. There she is. Oh my
God.
God. Hi, Joyce. What are you doing here so early? Joyce is my
Joyce
cousin.
is
She has a
early?
hair salon, so they usually don't get out till 9. but
Joyce, maybe you could.
I know,
fix
me
my
too,
hair.
Joyce. I got a
Look
lot
at
of hair
this.
tonight.
No, you have great hair.
Chocolatina Q Dessert Rick Style. Oh my. Maria Filiomani has joined us. We are
Yum,
blowing
something's
up.
delicious. That's a dreamy
What-
man. Oh, and
That is no.
Annette
Annette,
calls me
you know,
dreamy. This is
He is
good.
dreamy. I
Even
told
though
you
I'm
that.
So sweaty.
Jeannie Soul has joined. So many people. George Hernandez.
Leo.
Fred
Oh, hi.
Baldassaro.
Leo Rodriguez. Oh, right. You
Yeah.
posted my website. Thank you.
Leo post is
Hey,
so
there's
great.
a Cohen
like that.
there. There's one.
Where's the Cohen? Where's
right,
Jill Cohen? She's
JD.
one of my best friends.
Wait, my cousin, her name is
Hello,
Jill Cohen as well.
Is that true?
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
know, I'm sure there are so many Jill Cohens out there.
Yeah,
Wait,
but
how
this-
do I share you directly?
Okay,
onto
so
my
go to
page?
my Facebook
I'm on,
page.
but I'm on the What's the Story with Maria.
Yeah, well, sometimes it pops up there, and sometimes it
You want me
doesn't.
to go to your
You
page?
can go to Maria Gent. Yeah, Maria's. My
All right,
page.
see, I'm
Yeah, there I
already
am, and it should be coming in live right now.
Oh,
Okay, you see
wait.
it now? Oh no,
Was
that's the
live.
that was the. I don't know.
Hold on, let me.
That's all right, we'll
refresh.
do
Let me
it- yeah,
refresh.
refresh.
Oh, no, I love this.
We'll figure it out.
This is what's cool about social media.
I know. I got to tell you, I'm.
Oh, wait, there we are.
There we are.
How do I-
Now you just go to share
Share.
and
look.
share now.
Wait, hold on. Let me share it on.
You can
My
share it
page.
anywhere you want, and you just share now.
So cool. Oh,
Um,
and it's Steven, my publicist, who's writing Hey
Oh,
Guys.
Hi, Steven. He was
Opio
very nice. He
Levine,
reached
but
out to me.
See, I only know like Levine's, but he separated
Is-
the le and Vine. So he's like Levine. It's very classy.
Yeah, you know something. You surround yourself with classy people. I see that now.
It makes me feel better
Yeah,
about
well,
life.
you
You're a
have to.
classy person.
Well, I'm trying. I'm working
You're
on
not
it.
trying, you're
Tonight.
doing.
I'm. Wait till you see what I cooked for us. I'll tell you later.
I
Not
love
right
food.
now.
Wait, you know what? Hold
ahead,
on.
tell
I'm
me, tell
correcting
me.
you for a moment. You just said you're trying to be classy. So I love Star Wars.
You do.
I love Star Wars.
Wow, my next
sci-fi,
door neighbor
love it.
Dana. Oh my God,
So
he loves it too.
Yoda says, there is no try. There is only do or do not. Right? And that
You're
applies
so
to life. There is no try. There's only do or do not. So Maria, you've never tried to be classy. You just are.
Thank you, honey.
You have class. Class is learned. Class.
Well, I
is
can thank
born
my mother
with.
for that. I'll tell you.
I'm gonna thank your mother.
Yep.
You
All
have
right.
good
So
genes.
you know what? I do have a great family.
And
I
look at
will
these
say.
jeans. I need
I
to
will
buy new
say,
jeans. You have
um,
some nice jeans on.
I'm a Levi's girl.
Really?
You know what I like about Levi's? Once you know your
Oh.
size, you can always just order them.
You know what happens to me?
What?
I always can I stand up? I mean,
Yeah,
I'm going to show
please.
my crotch for a second. I always wear out like this part of my pants. Do you wear that out? All of my pants
not
from, like,
really.
walking and
Is that true? Oh my goodness. Okay,
I thought
good.
it was like a normal thing. I always wear out the crotch in my pants.
I can't believe
in
that.
my jeans, they wear out.
Well, you know what?
And
So
that's-
Erin
that
has
wasn't meant
joined
to be.
us.
Erin's
Erin,
here.
sit right here, and then we're gonna actually. You know what, Sweet
What do you
Pea?
want me to do?
No, stay here. Actually, you're taller. So
I'm taller.
yeah, you're taller.
Nobody ever says it. Can you say
Tonight,
that
I think
louder?
you're. Maybe not. Maybe I don't know.
Erin,
Maybe
how
Erin is
tall are
taller,
you?
but well, that's Rizzo. Don't worry, she's fine. She's just excited that
Erin,
you're
how
here.
tall are you?
Rizzo, come here.
Oh my God, Maria! I
Are
know
you
you're
taller?
shorter. Than
I'm a
me.
shorty.
I already
Rizzo,
know
come here, Rizzo. Come here. I got a treat for you. Oh, she likes you, Erin. All right, she'll be
Erin,
fine in a
honey,
minute.
I'm gonna give Erin
should-
a hug.
Give Erin a hug. Okay, so you see what's happening today. These are true New York moments. You've all grabbed Rizzo for a second. While you're
Rizzo,
there.
come here.
Oh my God,
Oh God,
she's
Rizzo.
so excited. Just pick her. She's so excited. You like dogs too? You did? Oh, you got to tell us. All right, so we're gonna come very close, Yuval. Now that
I've
you're
heard
both
that
here, come close. Isn't he cute? He was just. Erin, you came in. You've always talking about so many things.
Look how beautiful
Oh, look
she
at-
is.
Hi, Cherry. Come. Now I'm used to
Where am I
calling you
sitting?
Cherry. You're gonna sit
I
right
go
here.
by Cherry. I prefer that.
I like it too, but I didn't want to. I know that your actor name is Erin Cherry. Okay, so
Hi.
Yuval has been here for a little while. He was running late because he was coming from an
Oh,
interview.
I was sweaty too.
I know.
Erin,
It's like,
you're here.
Hold on.
I have a glow.
Oh, me too.
That's what I
Wait.
just said.
No, I've been glowing this whole
I
time.
should use my
Powder.
You want to
Yeah,
use
the-
your
what kind of
powder?
powder
Whatever
do
you
you
want. I love these actors.
Wait,
They're
is it
always prepared
No,
with
Is
their
it a powder?
powders
Is it
and
tinted powder?
Yeah, it's my.
Oh, then that won't work for
Yeah,
me.
it won't work for you.
no.
Rizzo.
Yeah,
Rizzo, come here.
Hey, I
Come
have
here.
a question for the people out there. So I get a little schwitzy every once in a while. What kind of powder should I use? I don't know.
You know
anything about
what?
makeup.
Wait a minute. You don't
Other than, like,
understand.
the makeup
You
artists
have
who,
hit
like-
the right I
Yeah?
sell skincare. You know that, right?
Oh,
I don't
she
know if you
does?
know. I sell amazing
Oh, I
skincare.
could use some.
You want it right now?
Well, I don't. I'm
Not right now. You
horrible.
look wonderful. Come here. You're fine. You're beautiful. You don't.
Oh my God. This
Later
is great.
on, I'll show you some wonderful
Please.
little tricks.
Hello.
Okay,
I'm back.
so
Okay, oh,
everybody,
much
this
better.
is Erin
Let me
Cherry.
see.
I call her
Hi.
Cherry.
Gorgeous.
I
Thank
don't
you.
know what everybody else calls her, but
My name is Erin Cherry, but I go by Cherry, and I prefer Cherry.
I love it. I love it. So that's what we call you, Cherry.
Yes.
Okay, so now, Cherry, where are you coming from right now?
I had a coaching. I teach at Maggie Flanagan Studio on 27th and 7th.
That's right near where I
And
live.
oh, really? Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to say my address.
Okay, I know, of course.
Don't do it.
And so I was doing a private coaching, and so I had to run from there to here,
And you made it.
and I made
And
it.
you look stunning.
I had 2 auditions today.
Wow.
I don't know why I'm leaning in the
You're so
microphone like I'm on.
right.
I'm
That's
leaning in like I'm on radio.
Yeah,
I
but
don't need
you
to lean
are
in.
on radio.
I
This
know, but you
actually
know.
goes into radio.
Okay.
This one goes right into the radio station,
Okay.
Armed Radio, armeddigitalmedia.com, Armed Radio Global. This is our Facebook Live mic. It goes into
Okay.
Facebook.
Oh,
So
love
we're
it.
recording 2 things at the same time.
Okay.
So,
I have
and
the same microphone at home.
do you?
I
I
need to
like
get- I
this
need to get a
microphone.
mic.
Well, I
I
do.
I may
do a lot
upgrade
of
it, though.
Yeah, I do. Apogee's good because I take it when I travel. I have to
Oh.
record voiceovers a lot. And,
Yeah.
Even though I got out of the closet, I go back into the closet
To
to
record.
record voiceovers.
Well, good for you.
Oh my God! The more that's in the closet, the better the sound is.
I know, no, but that's what
Close the muffled
everybody
sound.
says.
Yeah, if I'm at a
You'll have to,
hotel,
you know
I
what? You'll
take
have to
that
come over and
blanket
show
from
me
the
how to
top
do
Should I
it.
shelf.
take the scarf off?
You
Take
can
it
do
off.
anything you want. You guys are
It's safe.
It's
free and clear. We're just having
I'm
fun.
it's getting
Yeah,
chilly
yeah.
outside, so
It is getting chilly. Did
Yeah.
you get
I
your
got
water? Did I give
I
you
would
water?
love some water.
Wait,
Yeah,
what's this? Here.
That's Cherry's.
Okay.
All right, so Cherry,
Hi.
now wait a minute.
I had 2 auditions today. That's
I
what we
know
left
you
off.
did. So tell us So Erin, Cherry, I call her Cherry. Cherry's going to tell us about her 2 auditions, and then
Oh gosh.
we must remember where you are going this week because it's very important.
Oh,
It's
next
big.
week,
It's
okay.
big. It's big. You're
Um,
going to love this.
So okay, so
ready.
So were your auditions
today was a long day.
a day in the life of Erin Cherry.
But it was a last minute kind of day where my manager emailed me and texted me and called me at 11:30 last night.
Oh, that's big. That means big things are happening.
And we're
today.
like, urgent, you have an audition today. So I had to go in for a TV show today
wow.
that they gave me last night. So I was like, I'm not gonna be ready. I'll book for this. Okay.
How many?
It was like 4 pages,
of
but
size?
but little short ones. But still, it was still
Okay.
stressful because it's the last minute. I'm like, actors are not machines, and
we're
so
not?
we're not,
Huh.
right? And then I was supposed to put an audition on tape tomorrow, and then my manager emailed me and said they want it today.
Wow.
So I was just like, what is
Listen,
happening?
you're blowing up, baby.
I
That's
know,
what
but I
happens.
was like,
know.
let me just, okay, I need that Regina King money though. but,
Regina King, right?
I need-
love
I need
that.
her paycheck.
Regina.
Yeah, you'd be
I
all
want
right. Don't-
Regina King money. too.
Right?
Listen,
exactly.
Regina King earned it, and
That's what I'm
you're
saying.
earning it now.
Well, if I could get
Back
the
from
Regina,
Regina days, man.
I love it.
God.
227.
Loved
Um,
it.
Now,
Anyway.
please tell everybody where you're going this week because
Oh, next week. Oh,
Next
May
week.
1st. May 1st.
Tell us.
I'm going to LA May 1st to May 7th because I've been nominated for an Emmy.
All right, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. This is the caliber of people I have on the show tonight.
That's amazing.
Do you understand? All right.
Tell
So
us about this.
Tell us
Emmy.
about the Emmy. Go ahead.
Oh gosh. Okay, I'm just taking my breath. It's been a long day.
Yeah, take your time. I
know
made
that-
delicious food for
Okay,
you. What do you
this
say?
water. I needed this.
Isn't that good? So,
Mhm.
okay, so Cherry has been nominated
Anytime.
for an Emmy, and she was going out to LA
for the Emmys?
for the Emmys.
It started 2 years ago. I want to say, what's it? 2017.
Mm-hmm.
I was asked to do this show called After Forever.
After Forever.
It's on Amazon Prime
I
Video.
tagged it.
Okay, Amazon Prime Video. I play Brenda. Brenda is the best friend of the lead, who's played by Kevin Spiritus, who's from Days of Our Lives. If you're so okay, well,
I
see,
was
I
on
was-
Days Where I
Oh,
Was.
you
You
were?
were?
Oh,
Look at
so
this.
yes.
This is so
I
crazy.
hope maybe if Kevin's watching, or I'll make sure.
Yeah,
he-
then
I
you
have
can
to
share
send
it
to
on.
him.
Look at how cool is that? I'm
It's a
telling
small
you.
world.
It's a small world.
It's a
It
small
really
world
is.
of working actors.
See, exactly, small big world. And
So
Mitchell Anderson, who was Doogie Howser's dad,
Mhm.
he's on the show with us, and basically, I play his work wife. We work together in the show, and we become friends over a tragedy. I don't want to say if the
right,
show.
don't give it away.
And we become close. And fast forward to him texting me and calling me saying, "Guess what, work wife? You've been nominated for Outstanding Supporting Actress."
Oh my God! Wow.
Oh my.
I
That's
know.
really a big
Oh my
deal.
gosh, I know.
Huge.
It's a
So
big deal.
See, I just
I love
rubbed
you.
Yeah,
my
you got some good energy. You got some good energy there.
yeah.
Now, another reason that I
Thank
put.
you, thank you
So
much.
first of all, I want to because I would normally have given you guys this little thing before the show started, but since you were coming from other places, so people, as we're Facebook living, will sometimes some might ask questions. Leo has been nice enough. Leo Rodriguez,
Leo
my friend,
Rodriguez.
an amazing human being.
Muchísimas gracias.
Yeah,
Leo, Leo
yeah.
Rodriguez.
And he
Leo
is
Rodriguez.
posting all the websites and all the. I sent him all the information, so all.
Oh,
your-
he's doing all that for
all
you?
yes, he does it
Leo,
for
thank
us.
you.
Leo's
Leo,
amazing.
Leo can find my website. And,
Yeah, I know. I already sent it to
oh,
him, but
okay.
he already had it before I
look at
sent it
that.
to him.
Really?
He said, "Oh, I'm on it," and he made the most amazing promo with both of you in it.
What? We want to see this.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it after the show. You can watch it.
Okay.
So anyway, everybody, this is a big deal. And now I want to also say that
Thank you so
because
much.
Cherry, you were on
I'm
probably
so
on the
nervous.
subway
I'm
when I was
nervous for it,
talking
but I'm
to.
excited for you.
It's amazing. So everybody, you have to watch After Forever,
Amazon Prime Video.
Amazon Prime Video, and Cherry plays Brenda.
Mm-hmm.
And now the other night we were talking, and
Yes.
you said when you talked about Brenda, you talked about her as another person, which I do too as an actor. But I really like that. Like there was this respect you had for this character, and you
Well,
said, "Yeah, she's great. She's this. Brenda's this." And I'm going to come back to
Yes.
you and talk to you because he plays a lot of different roles. And do you It's almost like another person you're talking about, right?
Well, I
As
bring
a-
some of myself to my characters as well. Brenda is fun, so I bring some of my funness to her.
You're fun.
But I love her because she's a Black woman. Hey, amen. And she's a lesbian. Amen.
Mhm.
And I'm a straight woman, and so for me, just getting into that world, diving into the world, I have much respect, and I just can't wait to see where she grows because I'm a big stickler. You know me, I'm very political.
Yes, and that's another
and-
reason why I brought you on, both together on the
See.
show. You're
Good.
both socially conscious
Yes.
people.
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
I
that-
also have a Black lesbian deep inside.
See, exactly.
Oh,
See?
she is
And-
love it.
but Brenda's amazing,
Oh.
and I feel like for me, it's an honor to play her because at the end of the day, representation matters.
Absolutely.
And so, with everything going on with anti-LGBTQ, I feel very honored to be playing a lesbian on TV because of what's happening in the world.
Right.
And I just want to give her as much voice as possible.
I love
Good for
that. And
you.
your co-star, the character that you play against, he's a gay man.
Yes, he's a gay man in life and on TV.
Okay, so there's a lot of that, and also on your
I mean, I don't know.
I
I'm
want to
just
go.
speaking.
We could talk for days about this. Let me just go
Did
back.
You just outed
I mean, I don't know. Did I? I don't think I did. I
No,
don't know.
he's married to a
Whatever.
guy. Oh my God! You know who's joined us? My cousin
Who's-
Gina Savino.
Gina
and when
Savino.
Gina Savino comes on, we clap.
Hey.
Gina Savino, everybody!
Gina Savino.
It's a thing we do every week. Gina
Okay,
is a
Gina,
hairdresser.
¿cómo está Gina
She and
Savino?
Joyce works. They work at Joyce's Unisex Salon, 132 Ferry Street, Everett, Massachusetts. So go and see
Oh,
them.
you're far. 'Cause Gina, I could
I
use
know.
my hair did. It's
Well,
not bad.
Listen, I got hairdressers in New York too,
Really?
but if Gina and Joyce were here, my sister's a hairdresser, my dad is a hairdresser.
I do
Eight
know
is
your
my-
dad's
Are you a hairdresser?
No, but I did. That was my first job. I can cut some hair.
You have
Okay.
some
all
great
right.
Yeah.
hair. You've always had great
I
hair.
cut my own hair when my dad's when I can't get home. I cut my own hair.
I
don't
cut
have
my
any-
own hair once, but then my mom got really upset with me.
Did you have one of those moms that cut your hair?
I did.
Yeah, good for her.
She
She got
cut
upset.
my
Smart.
brother's hair, and she cut my hair, and I mean, we thought we looked fine because we're mama's boys. So anything she did, we trusted.
I
We thought
can't
was great.
help it. I love
I keep
mom's
touching
voice.
your tush because I move my
Be
hands.
Careful.
Sorry, it's CrossFit. I do a lot of CrossFit.
I
Yo, so
CrossFit
does
too.
he.
Shut up. We're kindred.
Wait,
I literally just
Come,
met
let me see
him.
this
No,
tush.
you
can
are
see
totally-
it.
You are total
That-
kindreds.
Wow.
You know what?
Let's feel this tush. It's
Oh
like,
my God! Now there's tush
Oh,
feeling
we're
happening.
feeling tissues.
Well, I'm gonna have to
I
hashtag
love
that.
CrossFit. I do a
love
lot.
it.
I do TRX.
Oh,
I
TRX
do
is great.
Power Rush. I do a Run Lab,
What?
and then I do.
And you do CrossFit?
Yeah, we do. It's all at the gym in my building. Hey,
Oh, that's
and they
great.
incorporate all of that into our classes. And so
Wow.
I'll do, like last week, Danielle, who I love, who's one of my teachers. We did a lot of BOSU on the TRX at the same time, and then we do circuit training. We
Ooh,
do
I
a
love
lot.
the
We do
BOSU.
it.
Do you know
Yeah.
what BOSU stands for?
Oh, she told
don't
me.
know.
She literally just said it, and I
Does
can't
anybody
remember.
out there know?
Tell me.
Both-
Both?
Both up and down.
No.
Both up.
Side.
Okay, both sides.
Yes,
So you can do
both sides.
of the BOSU.
What's the U?
The both side of the you. 'cause
Both
you-
sides up.
Both
both
sides.
sides up. Okay.
Yeah.
This
Because
is
you can.
this
I
is
I
all
usually
great
do
to
the.
me.
I do the flat
See,
side.
but this also very
This
much
is
describes
exciting.
gay sex to me. It's
Oh,
both
oh
sides
my
up.
God.
Oh,
You-
sorry.
now
Did
it's
I just go
explicit.
there? I just
Go
went
there.
Now
there.
it's
You know.
explicit. All
Well,
right.
I mean,
so my
Straight
CrossFit,
sex is like that too.
it's the same.
It's
of
all the
course.
same. It's all the same.
I go to
Just
CrossFit
play
N-
hard to get. It works.
I go to,
That's it.
I go to CrossFit NYC.
Oh, where's
It's
that? I want to take a
the
class with you.
largest CrossFit box, I think, in the country.
Okay.
Really?
It is amazing.
Where is
CrossFit
it?
NYC on
It kicks-
28th Street
Chelsea.
in Chelsea between technically it's called Nomad, I believe.
Oh.
But
They
it's
keep changing the
you
names
know,
of
Nomad's
neighborhoods.
a sexier.
It's
name.
hard on. It's
great.
my body looks amazing. I think.
It
You-
does. I keep.
But
I
I'm
move my
only.
hands and I keep touching your
I'm
push
saying-
down here.
I'm only saying that because it doesn't come easy for me. The
No,
older
you
I
work
get,
really hard.
the
on it.
older I get, I have to work really hard. So that's what I'm saying. I'm proud of it because if I miss a day, I'm in there the next day taking 2 extra classes.
And I
But
gotta
I
tell you,
really,
I'm
really-
inspired by both of you because
Oh,
I've seen both your websites, and I've seen also, like a lot of because I watched the footage, because before the show, I mean, I did anyway, but when I interview people, I like to go on their pages and just catch up.
Mhm.
And that was one of the first things I thought of, like, oh my God, these guys are in shape. Now,
Wow.
I am
I would
going-
give that to you.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but
I also, that's when I cook
get
for my
nervous when I have
guests.
shirtless scenes.
But we have to work
Oh
at it.
my
Like people think
God.
that actors
No,
are born
no,
this way,
no.
but I pay
no.
my dues.
Yeah, I know
heard.
you do.
Mhm.
It was hard coming up the stairs today to your house.
And you both, he had a couple auditions, I mean, interviews and stuff. You had auditions and you managed to get the CrossFit.
went this morning. Well, I went to run lap this morning, so my legs are hurting.
Your quads, your
Mhm.
hamstrings.
Yeah. But I was there at I was there at 9:30
Good
a.m.
for you.
9:30 a.m.
That is amazing. Now, every week, what I do on this show is I cook for my guests. So I always ask them, do we have restrictions, allergies, preferences? So, and then I challenge myself as a creative person. So, Cherry has always said to me, if I come on your show, you have to make me spaghetti with clam sauce, right?
Mm-hmm, yes.
Okay, so and I promised you I would, and I did, and I have it here. Now, Yuval said, well, it was Passover, so I can't
It
have
is Passover.
it. Well, it is Passover still,
I
right?
don't even know what.
So I can't have pasta.
No
Oh,
pasta
that's
today.
right.
No
I
pasta
love
today.
pasta,
So I said I'm still gonna make it for Cherry because I promised her.
of course.
So then he said I mostly eat plant-based things. I was like, okay, so no. But he said, but I can have some protein here and there.
Yeah, it's called a mostly
Mostly
plant-based
based.
diet. It doesn't mean all. 'Cause
Well,
you
I
gotta
think-
break the rules,
yes.
but it's like
A little bit, okay.
mostly.
So I
I do
had
that too,
what I
as
did. I
well.
usually combine and find something, but I made two separate things. Although you can both enjoy them.
He
But
can't have the pasta.
well,
I'm
no,
not gonna have
he's
pasta.
not having the pasta.
Yeah.
That's all
But you
yours.
can have whatever
Cherry.
I'm having.
So
Okay.
let me I'm going to start with what I made for Cherry here. Cherry, look at
Wow.
what I made. Now this is just a display plate. I have tons in there.
Oh my gosh!
This
This
is-
plate.
Yes, it's just a plate. This is the Italians would call spaghetti alla vongola. So that
Spaghetti alla
is
vongola.
very nice. So spaghetti with clam sauce, and these I got some
Spaghetti della
fresh
casa
clams.
con vongola
And what I put in here was white wine,
e vino
garlic,
blanco,
parsley,
parsley,
basil,
I don't know how to say parsley.
and shallots.
Oh, love it. I was
Okay.
trying to Italian.
So that's that. Yeah. Now for you, my little Jewish friend,
Oh.
since it's Passover,
Matzo
matzo
love
ball
matzo
soup.
soup.
That is
Wait,
great.
show them the matzo ball.
Well,
Can I-
sorry, I don't want it to spill over.
No, you don't want it to spill.
I went to my first Seder on Friday.
You did?
Your
Yes.
first ever?
My first.
Wow.
My friend Sean, I don't know if he's watching. Hi, Sean. He invited me, and it was my first one. And I brought the kosher wine. I went and brought kosher
What?
wine, and it was the first
I
time
hope
that
it was not mevushal wine.
No,
There are
I
different types of kosher wine. I can give you more information.
I have a picture of it. Baruch.
Oh,
Baruch.
there you
It
go.
was a black bottle Baruch, and it had the little Hebrew. I was like, this is
Wow.
amazing. And the wine store on my street had it.
Great.
And I just never paid attention to kosher wine. So when I walked in, I was like, do you have kosher wine? And he took me to the back, and there was this whole wall. There's like
Wow.
a lot.
There's a
There
lot.
was a lot of
kosher
them.
wine.
So
See
I
the
went,
things you
and we
don't
just
know
went through-
unless and then when you have to know, all of a sudden there's a whole world.
He bought me a little book, so I followed along.
All right,
with
let
the
me
little book.
continue though.
Okay,
Let me
we're
continue.
gonna revisit
Okay,
this
yeah,
later.
okay.
All right, so
Talk
now
to you guys.
Yuval,
Okay.
it is Passover. So Yuval, I made the nice matzo ball soup for you with chicken
Looks
stock,
delicious.
and we can all share this though. I made it
Please.
up.
I don't do chicken.
Salmon,
Oh.
delicious salmon with a teriyaki,
Mm.
ginger and
Love it.
garlic
Ugh.
glaze with
Love
also
that.
orange. I put squeeze some orange in there, and then there's red peppers,
Mm.
and shallots. Oh, not shallots. I'm sorry, scallions.
Wow.
Scallions.
Green onions. Okay, so that's that.
Oh my
Now-
God.
Yes,
Talk
a
about
delicious
plant-based.
salad. Look at this.
Mediterranean
You know I
salad.
love a nice salad. What's in
Mm.
here? Red leaf lettuce,
Mm.
orange and red orange and red little peppers, baby peppers, Canadian cucumbers. Did you know that there are Canadian cucumbers? I
Mhm.
found
I
them
get
today.
English cucumbers a lot, but what
English
are
I love. Canadian, they're smaller, but they're growing them, and I'm a huge fan of
Well,
Canadians.
based on my experience, not everything in Canada is small.
Well, there you go. Okay, he's back there. He just
What?
can't stop being dirty.
Rum-pum.
It's
Okay.
delayed. Thanks for
So,
that. That was a little delayed.
Canadian cucumbers,
Next time
and then
we'll
there
ask.
are, what else do I have in here? I have, I put sesame seeds.
Which, by the
Ooh.
way, if you ever struggle with sleep or anxiety, sesame tea.
I didn't know
Boil
that.
Sesame seeds,
Mhm.
or white sesame seeds, or black sesame seeds.
Yeah.
But the more potent are the black sesame
Wow.
seeds. Make black sesame tea, and you'll
Okay.
be sleeping in no time.
Eh.
All right, so and I put some sesame seeds in there, and I'm gonna put a fig-infused vinegar
Love.
and an extra virgin olive oil.
I'm not leaving.
No, you're not. Now, since you're both, wait, it's not over.
Oh,
It's
okay,
not
okay.
over. Since you're both health conscious people, I
Mhm.
didn't want to go with a crazy dessert because I know you're both auditioning all the time. So here is cantaloupe, strawberries, blueberries.
Love.
That is our fruit salad we're having for dessert. However, if we want to be a little bit bad,
We always do.
I always have I have truffle chocolate eggs. Okay, and
Ah.
Yuval brought me Yuval,
Oh, I didn't even think. See,
don't worry about it.
okay.
Your
And
energy
Yuval brought.
filled the
Can you
room.
say this in French again? Because it was so sexy. Say it in
Well,
French again.
Okay, so this is Le Petite Souris
Les
au
souris
caramel
sont
très
adorables.
tendre, au chocolat noir et au lait.
Oh, that sounds good. Le petit petit.
Right.
That was,
You know, I love
Thank
it.
you,
I
thank
love
you.
it.
you know, I think you might get
I have a
an
good
Emmy
ear.
nomination just for that.
Just for that, right. And nominated for her
Wow,
role on What's the Story with Maria, speaking French. Erin Cherry.
Yes.
Wait, you can't keep chocolate in my hands because I eat it.
Yeah, chocolate is really good. All right, so we're going to have that
Wait,
later
can-
if we
can I
want it.
say something?
Yeah, go
Oh,
ahead.
So
okay.
we were talking about your first Passover Seder. That
Yes.
You said. Maria,
I love
have
this.
you ever been to a Passover
I have
Seder?
never been to a Seder, no.
What?
I
I had-
can't believe it.
I learned.
You are so Jewish.
I know,
I'm
I
shocked that you.
Well, aren't we all? Because isn't
Yeah.
that, we all come from the beginning of something. And then, I mean, I'm Christian, so Christians were Jewish first.
you were
Jesus was Jewish.
and you're Italian, and
So,
the Jews we
it's all-
spread
we all
over
come
the
from-
place. And there are so many. Did you know that 50% of Jewish people are people of color
Yes.
in the world?
I didn't know that.
Most people
I
don't.
w- I
think
went
about
to-
that.
I
we
went-
think of how we see Jews in American media.
Well, yes.
Think of
you
the
know,
Ethiopian
because-
Jews
Yes.
Right,
who have
right.
dominated the modeling industry in Israel. They are so like.
Well, and you
Wow.
know, Jesus was
Gorgeous.
brown, so
He was.
Yeah,
How
well-
could he not be?
how could he not? Be?
Except
But I
how
went
come
to-
the pictures have them with blue?
Oh,
Because
I'm just
who
teasing.
dominated the narrative for
Right,
so long.
right.
And also,
we were
too,
talking about
the
that.
painter painted his boyfriend, for what I understand. The person that he had a crush on. You got to look it up.
What? I wanna know
Google this. There's a story out there.
You should
you
Google
know.
it, by the way. There is.
The-
Google
oh
out
my
there.
gosh.
There
There's
is.
Google too?
There is. There's
Google
Google.
and Google?
It actually was bought by Google because it was so funny.
Oh my God. Are you
Wait,
serious?
back to you.
But anyway,
Jesus' boyfriend.
not Jesus' boyfriend, the painter who painted the
Painted his
who
own
painted
boyfriend.
the picture of Jesus that's
Oh.
popular right now.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They say the theory is that he was based on somebody he was dating or in love with or like
Oh,
had.
well,
You know
he
what
had
I-
a
That's just a
good-looking
theory.
boyfriend.
Here's
His
the
boyfriend
theory.
did CrossFit.
Here's what
I mean,
he
abs
probably
like
did.
that. The only
Here's
abs
what
like
I
that
think
can make
about-
a sarong right. I mean,
You know what I think about
What?
any spiritual figure?
Mm-hmm.
You will see what you want to see. And
absolutely.
I believe, and I also believe that God is what you believe God to be. So that, like every religion believes in God. They just call God a different name, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's the same thing with what you see. It's the same thing with heaven, I believe. Heaven is what you want heaven to be,
Mm-hmm.
what your perception of heaven would be.
Mm-hmm.
So, and God is what your perception of God would be. So it is kind of all correct. And yet, historically speaking, it's good for us to visit all the different theories.
You know what? I'm going
Historically,
to,
historically,
I'm going
it's
to both
important.
agree and disagree with you. I
Yeah, I like that.
agree with all the elements of love and positivity, but I disagree with your comment that it's all correct, because for me, it's only correct if you love your fellow person as much as you love yourself.
Oh, absolutely.
And if you say that is whoever you speak about is God, isn't God, that's where it's not correct.
Right.
for me.
No, I agree. Well, what I'm
And
saying
we
is,
just saw this
just like you
happen
accepted
Sri
in
Lanka.
just as you accepted in yourself,
That was awful.
you accepted in others. Like my God is no more important than your God or your anyone else's. We have to respect each other.
One of the things that I appreciate about being able to read the Bible in its original Hebrew is that I get to read words that have been translated in so many different languages in completely different ways.
Really?
And they lose their meaning. So God in the Bible is sometimes described as in the feminine form, and is sometimes described in the masculine form.
Wow,
And
that's
it's sometimes
interesting.
actually described as ruach hachaim, the wind of life, like the spirit
Wow.
of life.
Just like the word Adam,
The word Adam?
like Adam.
You mean
Because the way patriarchy takes Adam, it says Adam was here first, but then Adam was just not even a gender.
Oh, wow.
But I go
But
to a
see,
church that's big on
I love that. though.
historical, and we definitely are into the Hebrew and the Greek.
I love this. This is beautiful and fascinating.
And we're very much into it has to be historically correct.
Wonderful.
So that's
I mean,
yeah.
sometimes
love that.
you know, when I've gone, because
You learn so much, don't you?
Hi FCBC. That's
Who's
my
FCBC?
church. I go to
Oh, that's your
FCBC
church?
on 116th and Adam Clayton Powell. Yes.
Wait, what is FC? Oh, that's your.
That's
Oh,
my
that
church,
was your church.
That's my church. I'm just saying hello, just in case
In
they
case
watch
they're
later.
out there.
Yeah,
And
you
well,
never know.
that-
Listen,
I-
now we're going to share the show. I'll share it on all my sites, and you'll share it on your sites.
Should
Now
we share
listen,
this now? What
this-
is happening?
Well,
We're
don't
all
worry.
pulling
We'll
out our
share.
phones. It's like being.
No,
it's
I
like
have
those-
to check the
It's like
time.
those 20-somethings who go out on
I
a
know.
date and sit across from each other just to hold their phones and don't even look at
I
each other.
know. Maybe
Wait,
they're
wait,
texting
see,
each
this
other
is a
though.
story I wanted to
I'm gonna
share
look
with
at
you.
you. I'm gonna look at
So
you.
you were at your first Seder.
Yes.
Our
And-
Seder,
Mhm.
we went down to DC or
Mhm.
Maryland, just outside of DC,
Mhm.
where my family is, and we had our Seder. Now, my mother, Ziva, who's fabulous.
Mhm.
and-
What a great name.
Oh, Ziva the
Ziva.
Diva. I mean,
Ziva.
it's-
I love
she's
it.
Wonderful. And my nephew, we all went to Charleston, South Carolina
Mhm.
for a trip, just the three of us before Passover.
Oh, nice.
And now I've only lived in the DC area, in New York City, and in Los Angeles.
Mhm.
And I'm first generation American. So my Americanness is it started
Mhm.
with me and being
Mhm.
the child of immigrants.
Oh,
Yeah, me
nice.
too.
Mhm.
But one
I'm first
reason I'm
generation.
mentioning this, since you mentioned social action and
Right.
being socially conscious,
Which you both
one
are
of the
completely.
most heartbreaking and challenging moments of being in Charleston was recognizing that 40% of the slaves that were that survived the Middle Passage from
Mhm.
Africa to the Americas or
Mhm.
to British colonies went through Charleston, South Carolina,
Is that
went through
true?
those ports.
Didn't know that.
And there was this one image at the Slave Mart Museum, which was when people decided it wasn't genteel to sell slaves in the street. They wanted to take that indoor. So they still did it, but it just wasn't in public. There was this image there that showed how slaves were transported like beams of wood stacked.
Mhm.
And it was such a painful image for me, especially just before Passover. We
Mhm.
talk about once we were slaves, but now we are free.
Mhm.
And now we must live like kings and queens, like royalty, because once we were slaves. Going to Charleston, South Carolina, and walking around a plantation and taking this tour called From Slavery to Freedom,
Mhm.
instead of taking a garden tour or the big house tour, the main
Right.
house tour, and learning that the From Slavery to Freedom tour is the least popular tour. I'm like, my hairs are on end.
Well,
when
people
you
don't
say
want to
that.
do. They don't
People
want to.
Right,
see
they don't
the
wanna
picture.
look at
They
it.
don't want. They don't want to interfere because we're like we as a country, unlike other countries, have not yet started the reconciliation and healing, and
Oh, it's
and
going
the
to take
conversation.
generations. It's going to.
Yeah, but you know what?
So a lot of people don't want to
If
face
people
it.
are continue to do the good work that they're doing, and you two are two of those people.
But that's why Passover is important. What is Passover about? It's about retelling the stories, teaching the younger generations about the past to make sure that the past won't happen again, but that we can color the future based on the
Right,
past.
right.
So I just had to say that.
Oh,
because
no,
it was
saying.
a point, and that was your favorite your first Passover, and
It
this
was
was such a
really-
meaningful
It
Passover.
was
for me
really
because of that.
exciting. Yeah.
Well, that-
and for me, it was really exciting because I've been to Shabbat like a couple of years ago. A friend of mine.
You're coming over for
And-
Shabbat at
like,
my house.
okay.
I'm telling
And
you,
it
this
was my
is a
first,
kinda-
but I'm open to that because I want to know, and
Yes.
and especially with Jesus, who I think Jesus was a revolutionary. I'm a Jesus freak.
Yeah.
He was a Jew, so I was like, I want
Right.
to know. I want to know the traditions that he
Right.
did.
I went to Catholic school, so I mean, that's what I grew up with. But I have friends across the board, and I that's what I mean. Like we're all connected.
Yeah, and I want to be open.
You know, we're all
I actually
connected.
wrote something
I just wanna be
down
open.
I want to share with you based on what you're saying. I just wrote it down as I was on here, that we all must be upstanders, not bystanders.
Mm.
People are more the same than different.
Mm-hmm.
Maya Angelou, because I thought of Maya Angelou earlier today, and
Mhm.
she wrote, people are more alike than unlike.
Mm-hmm.
So I turned it into people are more the same than different.
Mm-hmm.
And if we can just give each other hugs instead of hate, we can make this world better.
Well,
And that's why you hugged me when I walked in.
look at that,
Yeah.
and you hugged him back.
Yeah,
I
I
like
felt
that.
the hugging energy.
Yeah, I
That's-
love
And
it.
look at Rizzo now. Now she's out like a light. Look at that.
That's a great way to
Yeah,
sleep.
listen, Rizzo's just like, okay, so we don't have that much time left. I can't
Oh,
believe
that's okay.
we have about maybe 6 minutes.
Okay.
So, why don't you each take a little time and you can use it any way you want. You want to tell people about what's like you've done so many things. You've done the Cherry Lane Theater, Manhattan Theater Club.
And I just got back. I was in Denver, Colorado, at the Denver Center for Performing Arts.
Great.
I was doing
location.
I loved it. They treated us so well.
Yeah.
And I was doing a play there called Last Night and the Night Before by Danetta Lavinia Grays. And it was about family. I played a lesbian. And I think I'm gonna play a woman for a while, because once they see what you can do, they
Right, then you get-
they just want to. And I, like I said, representation matters, but it's basically about family that you pick and family that you don't pick, and how conflict can happen, but how love can overcome the conflict, regardless if you're gay or straight.
Right.
And so, and I don't want to give it away because it may come to New York.
And what's
if it
the name of the
does,
show again?
It's called Last Night and the Night Before, and
Okay.
we sold out every night. The theater recouped before we even opened.
That's
Wow,
fantastic.
I love
And
it.
so, and I'm back, just on the
You're
market as far
always
as
running
hustling and auditioning. But next week I'll be in LA for 7 days, and we'll see, and I'll let you know if I win or not. But it doesn't matter. The fact that I can just say Emmy nominated for the rest of my life in front of my
Wow,
name,
it's
that alone is
incredible.
like
That's
huge.
incredible.
That's huge.
And please don't forget to look up After Forever. It's
Amazon
on
Prime.
Amazon Prime. And Cherry plays Brenda.
Yes.
So you will see her. And you look great.
Stunning.
You look great. Yeah. Well, you're
You
beautiful
mean on
anyway.
the show or right now?
You look great
Right
now,
now.
and you
I'm
look
looking
great
at
on
my
the
eyes
show.
like, Lord. Okay,
No,
here
you
we
look-
go.
you look
Great. I'm looking at you. You look
Now,
great.
wait,
Yeah.
Yuval, what do you want to? We have a few minutes left. How do you want to use it?
Gosh, well, I'm lucky to be a working
good.
actor and TV host,
Mhm.
hosting food shows, travel shows. I also
And you're
produce
really good. I mean, I
documentaries.
love following you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I was performing in the New Works Festival at Gulf Shore Playhouse. I've done a tremendous amount of readings. I do voiceovers for documentaries and for a new Disney animated show.
Oh,
But what I
nice.
love is I produce nearly a dozen web series, which you can see on YouTube, youtube.com/Yuval David. That's my name.
User joined your channel.
And
Hold on one second.
yeah.
Jimmy, how much time do we have? He might come back in.
Well,
That means he's probably.
You got about 6 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, sweetheart. As we get
5.5
close.
rather.
All right. Thank you, Jimmy. Okay, so go ahead because I
so
don't want
it's
it to be cut
I
out.
have this new concept that I created because whenever I'm not in a show, on a play or on a TV show or filming or whatever, I try to constantly create content.
Yes, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I have a
CCC,
YouTube
constantly
channel
create
too.
content. What is
Which I
it?
want to please tell everybody about it.
I have a YouTube channel called Sundays with a Cherry on Top.
Love it.
SUNDAY with the S at the end. And basically, I have one season out. I have 6 episodes, and the show is about Black culture in New York City and the arts.
And you interview.
And I go around, I interview artists. Like I have the executive producer of the Apollo, Camilla Forbes, on there.
Wow.
Camilla and I used to do theater together.
Come
in DC.
on, this
I
is
love
like,
it. No, I love
I
it.
knew you guys were gonna love
We
each other.
started in hip hop theater together.
oh
We,
my God,
like
oh my
when
God.
hip hop theater started.
You
like,
guys brought that
was
place.
I was in.
I'm telling you,
I
I
knew
this was gonna be-
Alec as well, who's one of the first
Really?
hip hop theater playwrights.
Okay.
Also started in DC. Oh,
But
yeah,
Camilla,
we're
Bro-
talking.
we're gonna talk. We're
Yeah,
talking.
you're
Yeah,
coming
yeah, you
for
were-
Shabbat.
Look at so that's and I have Kendra Fraser, who is the lead executive director of the Hope Center, which is in Harlem, and it's free therapy sessions for men and women of color, specifically African Americans.
And you're
who
really
cannot
good
find-
as a hostess.
Oh,
I mean,
I
a
am?
host.
Okay, well,
Really
check it out.
good.
Let me know what you think. Sundays with the Cherry on
Okay,
Top.
and that's
you can
on
find
YouTube.
me on YouTube and Instagram,
Okay.
and you can find it. And I'm gonna follow you.
I'm gonna follow you.
Yes.
Yeah, follow each other. You guys are gonna be
Great.
friends. I
Oh
can
my
tell.
God, I can't believe you brought us together. So, speaking of all this,
I'm good like that.
So I have a
I'm
show,
good like that. I'm good with instincts.
on YouTube that I host and produce called Better World with Yuval David, where I interview different people who are trying to make this world a better place.
How
One
great
of
is that?
the most important things for me is to eventually leave this world as a better place than when I found it.
Me too.
Love.
I'm
Oh my
telling
gosh,
you.
that's what I
And
started my
telling you.
show.
And then there's
I love
the
it.
one that I'm also really excited about is called One Actor Short, where I go out onto the streets of New York City with my full crew, with my camera people, my audio, my line producers, and I'm the only actor, and we improvise with random strangers on the street
Oh my God.
and create this whole film experience. And then we create a short film based on these random
that's
experiences.
great.
One Actor Short.
When is your what sign are you? Are you a Sagittarius?
I'm an Aries.
You're an
When
Aries.
is that? What-
March 27th for me.
So you
Oh, I
just
love
had a.
March people.
How about you?
I'm a Gemini, May 31st.
Me too.
When-
May 21st. We
wow.
have birthdays coming up,
And
Gemini.
I have so many wonderful
Oh my God,
Pisces
now-
in my life. Oh, my brother, he's a Pisces.
Wow.
I'm
But
an Aries.
she's
Oh,
an Aries.
sorry, you're an Aries.
Well,
Look,
Like,
he's
March
like,
people, March people.
Yeah.
So give it to you.
Because there's some
Wow.
Aries that are in April.
Yeah, that's true.
But he's a
April's-
March people.
He's a March. He's a March.
So he's at the end.
But April's a wonderful month too.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry
so
you're not a
with
Gemini.
what I called the show in the podcast, which you can find on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio. You're gonna say it's What's the Story with Maria. Just type that in, it'll come up. It's Yuval David, Erin Cherry, or Erin Cherry. I don't know who's first there, but I call the show Actors in Action because you're not just actors. That when I think of both of you, I think of movement. There's always something continuing. There's always something happening. Something is coming through you. It's always going forward. So I want to thank you for being those type of people. You know, and I look at both your Facebook pages, and you're always posting about stuff that matters, and words do matter.
Yes.
And what you post matters. And sometimes people just don't know, and they'll see something on Facebook and they'll read that article and think about it. So let me see how much time we have, because I don't want to cut you. We have about maybe a minute left, Jimmy.
Well, you know what? While we figure out how much time we have,
You got about a minute, less than that.
Less than a minute.
Then you do it. Go for it.
No, I was just going to thank them both. I want to thank Erin Cherry. I want to thank Yuval David. Please follow them. All the links are there. Leo has put all the links there, and you can follow them. I've added them here. And please come back and see our show every week. We're here at 9 p.m. Eastern, Facebook Live. Look at, he is modeling everything. Now we're going to eat. We're going to eat delicious food. We want to thank Jim Bell. He is our producer and engineer.
Thank you,
I would
Jim Bell.
be lost without
Thank you,
Jimmy
Jim.
Bell.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks on
Thank you,
radio.
Leo.
Thank you,
You're
Maria.
welcome.
Okay.
Amazing.
Come back
amazing,
next-
beautiful person who attracts
I'm all right.
amazing people and makes them.
I
better.
knew they were going to get along. All right, come back next week. We love and appreciate you.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.